everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today we are doing the biggest guinea pig room renovation yet. So behind me is what my room currently looks like. I recently moved into a new townhome, so I have a brand new guinea pig room, and it's finally time to go ahead and do the final setup. So I do have a very specific setup in mind, and I want to make this like the most perfect renovation possible. So I'm like going all out. Like, I do not want to have to redo the cages in this house. Like, I want to just love this setup so much that I don't want to change it. So that is the plan. I've bought so much stuff for this. It's coming over the next few days. And I am currently, as we speak right now, doing a bonding. I'm doing a couple bondings. I'm rearranging my guinea pig groups. I did recently adopt 2 new guinea pigs. I actually adopted Stardust's daughter. So if you want to see that video, I will link it up above. But I am doing some bondings, getting the herds situated the way that I want them, and then we'll do the final cage renovation. So I'm gonna show you what the room looks like now, talk a little bit about my plans, and then we'll just get straight into renovating. It's gonna be a huge vlog. I'm gonna show you guys like every step of the way with me, do it all. Like, I feel like it's gonna take so long, but I'm very, very excited. I can't wait to like decorate in here too. So I have so many decorations. I'm just super excited. I want this room to be absolutely perfect. So I'm hoping we can get there. So this is what we're working with right now. I have 2 pigs up here, 2 pigs down here. There's no pig in here. He's currently doing bonding with some girls out in my living room. So no one in here. So this cage is gonna be gotten rid of. And then this is my single male who's senior male, elderly. He doesn't really get along with anyone, so he's gonna have his own cage as well. So we're probably gonna give him an upgrade, bigger cage, and then I will have these 2. I'm planning to bond them and then have 2 herds, them and the herd that's currently bonding. So it'll make a little bit more sense once we get into the renovations and you guys really see it. I think I'm gonna do a separate bonding video. I'm not sure. I'm recording this all at the same time. So if there is one that's a separate bonding video, I will like put it on the screen and you guys can go watch that to find out the new bondings that I'm doing. But this is all about the room renovation. So my plan is to do a huge L-shaped cage. So I'm gonna have an L go all the way back this wall and then all the way across this wall. And it's gonna be 3 grids wide. Now, right now I have the 14-inch grids, and I was thinking if I did the 14-inch grids, 3 grids wide, just like that, that's 3.5 feet. And that is gonna be really hard to reach back and clean, especially in that corner of the L. So I actually purchased brand new 12-inch grids, and I'm going to be building a stacked cage all along here and all along the back. We'll have 1 herd here, 1 herd here, and then Waffles will go on the bottom with an upgrade for his cage, and then all just storage and the rest of the underneath. So I'm super excited. I want people off the ground. I want it neat, organized, no more shower liners. I want coroplast. I want it finished. So we will be starting on that sort of as I'm doing the bondings. I'm gonna be also renovating, but they'll be like separate videos if that makes sense. So yes, I'm gonna be hanging up lights. I'm gonna be getting a curtain. Be doing like rainbow window film like I had at my old place, for those of you who remember that. And that like prevents you from being able to see out, but also like lets in some light. The middle here is a mess, so we'll need to organize some of that. Mess over there. We'll obviously be organizing, again, my mess of a closet, just a bunch of organizing, cleaning, etc. I don't even want to show my desk too much because it's a mess. I also need an actual desk instead of a folding table, so hopefully that will be done in this video too. But here's a look at the before, and let's just get right into it. All right, guys, it is the next day, day two, I guess, sort of. I didn't really do a lot of work yesterday, but I'm going to be building out half of the L today is my goal, to build out half the L and hopefully get the pigs in the cage. I don't know if this is going to happen. It might not happen until tomorrow morning, but I want to get the pigs in the cage either tonight or tomorrow morning. The herd that's currently bonding, get them in their cage so I can start the bonding for the other herd. So it does need to get done, or at least close to, tomorrow. Also, I literally just got a tattoo. So if you guys see this on my arm, it's because I actually got tattooed like actually an hour ago. So don't be concerned. It's just like literally covering it or whatever. So we're gonna be trying to build out this cage. I am having some issues with the floor. The wood floor is not at all flat. It's not even close to being flat. It's extremely warped. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm hoping that once I get all the grids down and the weight of the cage is really pushing down, that I'm going to be able, it's gonna like sit flat, but it doesn't sit flat right now because the floor is like literally like this. So let me show you guys. So you can see over here, this part is literally like 2 or so inches off the floor. Like I can put my whole shoe under it. Like it's that far off the ground. But then over here, also hovering off the ground because it warps in the middle. So it goes like up here and down in the sides. So like if I were to try and push this side down, that one like comes way up. You can see it's really wobbly. So that's a huge issue that the floor is not flat, but it's also not something I can do anything about. So I'm gonna build out the whole cage basically, like build up and then like see if the weight keeps it down. And if not, I will get like some wood blocks or like some 2x4s to like put like maybe under here and like measure and see if I need something. Oops, that came off to help it, but there's nothing I can do about that. So I'm gonna keep working and we'll deal with that once it's all built out. But I do really like the shape. It's gonna go back like that and then a little part there. And that'll be for Rocket and the trio. They just bonded, so the 4 of them will go in here, the little litter box area over here. So that's the plan. So let's get working on building this up, see how the weight goes, and then I have to go to Home Depot today and buy the coroplast as well. Okay, so I have finished the base of the cage. I have laid down all the grids and like zip tied every single intersection. Like everything is super, super secure. I used like the maximum amount of zip ties possible. I took a lot of time doing it, made sure it was really, really secure. So I'm hoping that this is like my final cage layout and I absolutely love it because the amount of time that goes into doing all these zip ties, it's crazy. And honestly, I do not ever want to have to do it again. So hopefully this will work well for the 4 of them. I also went ahead and decorated the walls. I remembered from my old place that once I put together the cage, it's really hard to reach the wall and decorate. So I put all of my little name tags here. I do need to order some for Pumpkin and Boba and add them down there so that I will have all the pigs Some shelves. These are some lights. They do turn on. It's really pretty. I just got them like from Marshalls or something. They have little butterflies at the end, so I really love those. And then just again, another shelf, more stuff. But it's time to cut the coroplast for the bottom here, and I will be honest, cutting coroplast and like getting the perfect size is one of my weak points, but I really, really want this cage to be perfect. So I'm gonna take a lot of time with it. Normally I like get frustrated and just rush through it to get it done, but I'm gonna try and be very calm with it and get the coroplast cut to fit exactly. So I think I will have to do like one sheet here and then one sheet here. So one sheet for each 3x5, if that makes sense. So yeah, then I'll just connect them here with some tape. So wish me luck. I'm going to be doing high sides for this side and then the back. This side is like, probably won't be a high side, probably just regular height or something, whatever. But the back is really what's important to me. And over here, because I don't want them to be able to see the other herd that will be going here, because each herd has a neutered male in it. I don't want the males to have to see each other. So I'll have a high wall here as well. And I will note, I do make my short sides very short. Most people do them like 4 or so inches to keep everything in, but I like to be able to see in my cages and see them like walk around and stuff. So I only do like a 2-inch front side max, just personal preference. I find they don't really kick that much stuff out of the front of the cage, and that way I can really see them in there better. So yeah, we're gonna be trying to cut this coroplast. Wish me luck. I'll show you guys the process, but this is in no way a tutorial because I am not very good at it. All right, guys, so I'm going to try and explain what I did to cut my coroplast. So step number 1 was to measure out 11 inches for my back high side. Then I just made a little mark here on my coroplast, and then I switched to the other side and I measured out 4 inches for my side wall. And then here I am measuring how long I wanted the base of my coroplast to be. So I'd already measured out the 4-inch side wall, and then here I measured out a little bit over 5 feet just to make sure there would be a small overlap where I would be able to tape the 2 pieces of coroplast together. And then I marked that on both sides. Once that was marked on both sides, I actually used my measuring tape as like a guide to draw a line on the coroplast to cut along. It's not the most straight line, but it's just what I had at the time. And don't use a fabric cutter to cut the coroplast. I was an idiot. Don't know why I tried to do this. Don't do this. Please use a box cutter, but also when you use a box cutter, please be very careful because I have actually seriously injured myself making coroplast bases with a box cutter. So be very, very careful with your box cutter. Always cut away from you. Just be careful because I have seriously injured myself with these things and they are very, very sharp. Once I had my piece cut apart, I then measured the 11-inch back wall on the other side as well, marked that a little bit, and then I just cut straight on the line. I love doing the long cuts on the coroplast because you can just cut straight in the groove. You don't have to draw any lines or anything. So I just took it really slow, cut along the groove, and the trick here is to only cut halfway through. I'm just scoring it. I'm not cutting all the way through because I want this to fold. I don't want it to break, if that makes sense. And then I flipped it over, made sure it scored properly, flipped it back, and then got to cutting the front side. So what I did was I measured a little less than 36 inches from the base of the back side. So I did 34.5 inches and then scored right where that met. So I did 1/2 inch per grid. So 3 grids wide means I did 36 minus 3/2 inches, which was 34.5. So I hope that makes sense. And then I took it to the cage and made sure that everything fit before I continued. And then I went ahead and measured the 4-inch side here. So I'm just making a line between those 2 dots that I had made earlier in the beginning. And then I slowly scored along this line. These lines are the ones that are hard to score on because you're scoring through each little individual divot in the coroplast. So it does take some time. So you have to go slow, be patient, because if you try to go too fast, you might just end up off track with crooked coroplast, and that's a mistake I have made many, many times before. So be patient, take your time. I hate doing this, but if you go too fast, you will probably regret it because it'll mess it up. And then at the corners, you do have to cut part of the corner off because you need these pieces to overlap to make the box bottom of the coroplast. So you do have to cut which side you want to be the one overlapping. So then you fold up the side, overlap around the back. I usually like to do that to sort of hide the tape. And then I'll just do this tape here for the front and the back. And then there you have it. That is my coroplast base. All right, the first cage is complete. I cannot believe how long this took me, but honestly, it came out so perfect. This is like the best coroplast cutting job that I honestly have ever done. Like, it just looks so incredibly neat, and my coroplast usually never looks like this. And honestly, I think it was because I was able to lay down the whole 4x8 sheet in my living room. In my last place, I didn't really have enough space to like fully lay out the whole sheet to look at it as I cut it. So having it flat on the ground and like being very precise about the measurements, taking my time, that really, really helped. So I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and set it up and get them in here. They have been in that bonding pen long enough. So let's introduce them to their brand new cage. Guys, I added these LED lights and look how cool they look. I just put them on the back of the coroplast over there. And it looks so cool. I thought about doing this for a while, and I'm glad I did because it came out so well. I'm gonna do the same on the other side of the window for the other cage, but wish I had enough to do the whole thing, but it's fine. I can buy another pack. They still look really cool. The remote's a little wonky. It doesn't really like, the buttons with the colors don't correspond to the correct colors, but I did buy it like at a discount store, so that's probably why. But I'm so happy. It looks so nice. It looks so good in like the background of my videos and stuff. Hello everyone, welcome back. It is now Wednesday. I almost forgot what day of the week it was. I think last time I updated you guys, it was Sunday. So I am doing this renovation like slow but steady, just because I am working as normal and like trying to do other things. So I don't have like all hours of the day to focus in on it. I've been doing the bonding with the other 4 guinea pigs. It's been going okay. It's not really solidified yet. I'm not really like 100% sure that it's the best match. I know nothing serious is going to happen, but I'm thinking it's going kind of like the herds bonding did, the one that I split up, where like they're not gonna fight or like injure each other, but it's not really a good personality match, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna keep seeing it out, see if things calm down. It really could go either way. I mean, obviously, you know, my herd lived together for months and months before I decided to split them up. And that was more of just a personal preference than anything else. Like, they could have continued living together. I just thought they would be happier in a different pairing. And obviously, I think the trio is much happier with Rocket. So I'm hoping that the other bond can like stick it out. Yeah, so I've done a couple updates in here, just some like general decoration things. And I'm going to get started on building the other half of the L today, the part where the other herd is going to go, assuming things continue to go okay out there. So let me show you guys the changes I've made, and then we're gonna have to get started on building this cage. I am like sick and tired of zip tying things together, but we are in the home stretch, one cage left, but still so much stuff to hang on the walls and organizing to do. So wish me luck. Let me show you guys some of the updates that I made. So obviously, you know, you guys already saw the herd's cage, and honestly the lighting in here, so nice, guys. I'm loving it. They are in need of a spot clean, but that's besides the point. I just did want to show you these lights that I hung up here. You saw I can just reach across here and click those on, and that's super easy. I love these, and it's super easy for me to actually reach them. I'm glad I thought of this and like had enough of the shelf, because if not, I have no idea how I would have actually reached those. And then something else that I did that I've been thinking about for a while is I actually added LED lights to the back of that coroplast. So I think this paper towel is blocking the sensor. Hold on. Yep. So really neat. I actually added an LED strip that goes on the back of that coroplast there, so you can see like it shines on the wall. Right here, it's only 6 feet long, so it only does about this. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side of the window with the other cage. So it does have different colors, but honestly, it was very cheap from like a discount store. So the other colors don't really work that great. Like, this is supposed to be like this color, and then like when I press the yellow, it's like green. When I press the orange, it's yeah, even more green, and this reddish color, that's like yellow green. So I don't really know what's going on with this remote. It's obviously just like pretty cheap. So I do like this color. I'm probably gonna keep it on that, and I have the second one to put on the other side. And then I also did my window. So I have to turn my brightness down basically all the way to show you guys this, because it is so bright. I love this room, but I added window film to all of my windows. So I had this at my old place, and I absolutely love it. Not only does it give me privacy, also people seeing in and you guys seeing out. It does also put rainbows on the floor, the rainbows on the cages. It looks really, really pretty, especially in the morning. Then I also added just really cheap sheer curtains, and I'm gonna like pin them back, kind of like this behind the cages, kind of like I did with this one. So I'm really excited about this. I've been wanting to put this up for a very long time, because I like to keep the windows open all the time, but I don't like people to be seen in my room. So yeah, windows are done, and I love the way that looks. And then this is like the rest of the room. I have started to sort of clean up what was here on the ground from the other pigs that were living here. And so I'm gonna clean this up today and start work on the extension right here. Hopefully it won't take me too long, but also forgot to mention this. I got these lights off of Amazon. Austin from the pig room showed them to me, and they just are tap activated. And then I can get more light on the cage. So that's it with the light and without the light. So this is really great for filming. It does 3 different light temperatures too. This is like the medium one between the cool light and the warm light. And it really does like light that up, and it's chargeable. I have another one for the other cage, and there we go. That's gonna be so great for filming too. So I'm super excited for this room. It's gonna look so good once it's done. So let's get to building the next cage. So I have a little update for you guys. As you can see, sorry, it's late and I am so tired, so my brain isn't working all the way. But as you can see, I added some more greenery. I really love this right here. Looks so cute there. This shelf and this one too, these are like my memorials to Stardust and Honey, my pigs who have passed away. And then these lights here, I want to have more coming across. And I have all of these down on the ground, like all these packs, but unfortunately, these are broken, like they broke in the move, and I only had 1 out of 4 of my string lights still working, so I ordered more off Amazon, and those should be here in a couple of days to hang up. And then this is what we have for the cage. I'm out of grids. This is all the grids that I have. So I also ordered more grids, so I'm gonna have to wait until Friday for those to arrive. So it is kind of unfortunate because I really wanted to get this wrapped up, but I just literally cannot without those grids. So those will be arriving Friday with the lights, and then I can finish this up. It's looking pretty good. My only issue is that over in this corner, I thought this wall, well, it probably is exactly 15 feet, this wall, but because of all the connectors, I can't fit a full grid back here in this corner. So I'm trying to think of something that I can do to sort of make it flush against the wall. I thought about putting a little bit of an L extender here, like maybe just 2 grids like that. And then I could have them in an L, same as the other side sort of, and then like overlap that to make it fit. It's kind of hard to explain, but I could make it flush against the wall that way. I just haven't decided if I want to spend the time doing that, but it's okay for now. It's a 3x9, so that is an okay size. They're still doing good over there, but I'm excited to finish this up. I'm really upset that I didn't have all my grids and I can't get it done right now because I just want it done. It's already been like almost a full week since I started. I'll see you guys in a few days when my supplies arrive, and then we can get this cage all finished up. All right, everybody, so I think it is time for a little update. As you can see, I pretty much have the bones of this half of the cage done. And as you can tell by the barrier, I'm going to be having to do 2 different cages here. Sadly, the herd bonding was not working out so great. I wouldn't say it was like a complete failure, but it was pretty obvious that they weren't happy as a herd and that they would be happier in pairs. So I'm gonna have 1 group here and 1 group here, but I've been doing this like overlap technique right here to make up for the fact that it didn't completely reach the wall, and that seems to be working okay. And then I sort of want to make like a tiny little L area right here. I think that'll just be good to give this group a little bit, or this pair, a little bit more space. Added lights underneath for Waffles, and his cage is actually ready to go ahead and slide in. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that, slide it in there, and then Mr. Waffles, there he is, will get to go in his cage. He has been, honestly, I think, doing a lot better without a bar buddy. I know most males, if they can't be bonded, enjoy a bar buddy, but he was exhibiting so many signs of stress when he lived next to Rocket. He was chewing on the bars, he was rumbling all the time, and now, honestly, he seems a lot more peaceful. I think he's just a grumpy old man. He lived too long alone to really understand those social cues, and being right next to another pig really stressed him out. But he'll still be in the room with them. He'll be right under here. He'll be able to hear everybody. He'll be able to live out the rest of his life relaxing in his own space. So let's go ahead and put his cage in here. It is 15 square feet, so huge upgrade for Waffles. I'm sure he's going to love it, so let's go ahead and put it in. So for the final cage over by the wall, I actually used the leftover pieces of coroplast that I had from all the other cages I had built. I did not want to buy a fresh piece of coroplast, and also this cage was not exact dimensions because of the overlapping. So I just set the mismatched pieces of coroplast I had into the cage, overlapped them, and then I made marks with my pen on where I needed to put the duct tape. And then I took them out into my living room, laid them all down, lined it back up, and just basically taped all of the pieces together. And then I also do want to mention I bought edging for the edges of my coroplast from the guinea pig cages store. And this sort of protects the coroplast from being chewed or deteriorating, and just overall makes the cage look a lot nicer. And I wanted to use this on my new cages. I will note it is not easy to get on. You have to like part the little edges with another edge, and then you need to slide it on to the coroplast. And then like, it was just really difficult to get on. It does look really nice, especially on the cages where it's all one sheet of coroplast. It looks very smooth, very clean, and I do like it, but it was very hard to get on. And also, it wasn't expensive, but it wasn't cheap either. I spent about $40 ordering these edges from the guinea pig cages store for all of the cages, and it does make them look a lot nicer, but I think it's worth it for the nice clean look, and also if your guinea pigs are big coroplast chewers. But just be warned, it was not an easy process to get it on there. All right, everyone, the room is finally complete. I honestly cannot believe it. I have been doing this project for almost a full 2 weeks, so I really truly took my time with it, and I feel like it came out so beautiful. I have so many decorations up on the walls. The cages look so nice, so I'm just gonna do a little tour of the room for you all. So we'll start over here with the herds cage. Like I showed you guys earlier, this is my home for my herd of 4, and they're all munching down on their hay over there. And this is gonna be about 30 square feet in this cage, so it totals out to be a 3x10 for the L, so really good size for them. I'm loving the way it came out with a lot of space for me to put a lot of different hides. And then up above the cage, I have all of my little name signs. These are from Lil Dash of Daisy on Etsy. I'll link it down below. I do need to get 2 new ones for Pumpkin and Boba to add right here so that I can have everyone, but I just have them here up against the wall. And then I have my LED lights here. I could not do a matching strip on the other side because that strip literally broke. So I'm gonna have to buy more lights because I feel like having them just on this corner looks a little meh. So I'm gonna try and buy more. And then I also have these lovely spotlights here to just light up the cages more when I'm filming. And then of course, lots of fairy lights along the wall, some more signs of the pigs, more fake plants, a little poster. As you guys know, I absolutely love fake plants, and I just love to put so many in my pig room. I feel like it really brightens up the space. And then I have my main area of storage underneath here. These 2 are my dirty laundry bins. This is my pellet mixture. We have all my extra 14-inch grids, or some of the 14-inch grids down here. Not sure what I'm gonna do with those yet, but they're just down here for now. Step stool, hide, my pine pellet bedding, and my shop vac for everyday cleaning. And then over here is just my 50-pound box of the Oxbow Orchard hay, dustpan, broom, and my trash can. Having this wood floor is so nice. And as you guys can see, there's so much space in here. Like, I'm not even sure what to do with all this space in the middle of the room. Like, I wish there was some way to utilize it better. So if you have ideas on what I could do with this space, please let me know. I thought about doing free roam time for some of the piggies down on the floor, but I want to like do something with it because it's such an amazing amount of space, and I just feel like it's going to waste just sitting in the middle of the room. But it's so nice to be able to sweep and not have to vacuum up carpet anymore, so I'm super grateful for that. And the cages under the window are honestly my favorite. Up top we have the new girls, Pumpkin and Boba. So this is their cage right here. The window is very, very bright. I'll try and focus so you guys can see the rainbow film on it. So there's what the rainbow film looks like sort of in real life. It's really, really pretty. I love having it on there, and it makes this cage like light up so much early in the morning. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, Pumpkin's out. Hi, Pumpkin. She's been getting a lot more social slowly but surely. She used to not even be out when I was in the room, so she's making a lot of progress, honestly. And she's so beautiful too. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi, baby. This is their cage, and then they have under their fleece forest their bunk bed, and they are actually my first 2 guinea pigs to use the top bunk of the bunk bed. So both Pumpkin and Boba have used that top bunk up there. They literally just like spring right up there. It's so cute. So they both love the top bunk bed. I think having this like fleece forest here to really make it closed in is really nice for them. I wish Pumpkin would demonstrate for you guys so you could see her jump up there. It's crazy. I've never seen them jump like that because none of mine ever used the top bunk. So watching them jump was crazy the first time I saw it. I was like losing it. Oh, you are so beautiful. Hi. Hi, Boba. Hi. And then to the right, Pumpkin and Boba is Cinnamon and Sage. This is their cage. Both of these are about a 3x5, which is 15 square feet. This cage is like a few inches short. Just because of the wall, I had to like overlap this a few grids here. But they're basically pretty much each 15 feet. And this cage is set up pretty much the same way. Hi. But I do need to get a litter box for them. They have no litter box. They just have their hay in a pile on this bath mat. So I need to get that. But they've been doing well in the 2 separate pairs. Like I said, I really wish I could have bonded all 4 of them together. But for now, we're just doing this side by side. And then maybe eventually in the future, we could try again. Right now, they're still doing a lot of rumbling and such at the bars here. So they're just doing side by side for now. And then under here, more dirty laundry, more storage. And then up above is where I have my memorials. So this is a memorial for my guinea pig Honey, who passed away back in 2022. And then over here is a memorial for Pumpkin's mother, Stardust, who passed away this January. And I just thought this was really great because these are the pigs that both of them lived with when they were with me. So it was really nice to be able to have those memorials over top of that cage. I really like doing that versus just having them randomly in the room, to have them over the guinea pigs they lived with, like they're watching over them. I just think that's really cute. Another spotlight, more random decorations. And then of course we cannot forget Mr. Waffles is down here. Hi, buddy. So he has got this entire 15 square foot cage all to himself, and honestly, he's been loving it. He's been doing a lot less stress behaviors, having no bar buddy. When he was living next to Rocket, he would chew the bars all day long. He would rumble a bunch, and he just seemed really, really stressed out and overstimulated by being right next to someone. I talked to a lot of other people who had males side by side, and theirs did not act like that. They weren't constantly rumbling or, you know, bar biting or acting stressed out by the other male, but Waffles was doing that. So I'm thinking now that he is just down here in his own little bachelor pad, it's been a lot better for him. He can still hear all the other pigs, obviously. He still gets to know that there are other guinea pigs around him and he's not completely alone. But just removing that stress of trying to constantly figure out the dominance with his neighbor through a wall has seemed to work better for him. So for now, I am like pretty pleased with that situation. And of course, he has an amazing amount of space. Right, buddy? Hi. And Waffles did just turn 6 years old this month. So he's my little senior man. Hey, buddy. He's so cute. And then I'm not going to show you guys into my closet because it's a whole mess in there. I think that will be a whole nother video, like me organizing my closet, because it's a mess and I do not want to subject you to that. So we're not going to look in the closet. but this is my little basically go-to station over here. We have my air purifier, just a little temperature, what is it, thermometer, is that the word, to tell me how hot it is in the room. Treats. This is the remote for my fan. Random toys that are in here. Cleaning supplies, my cord, charger, 3 different rolls of paper towels. I swear I always lose a roll and then go and get a new one, so I never just have 1 roll. We currently have 3. So yeah, that's interesting. Bath mats, miscellaneous storage, and then same over here, we just have more toys and miscellaneous storage. And then this is my desk area. It's looking very sad right now. I haven't bought myself a new desk, so I'm literally have a folding table and then my PC is on the floor. So I'm gonna buy a desk to go on this wall. And then once I have that, I'm gonna put some decorations above it. I really do wanna like make my desk setup better. In the past, I just kind of like threw it as an afterthought in the room, but I want it to look good because I am working from home in here all day long. And now that I have all this room, my desk like doesn't feel like it's just shoved in here. It feels like it's really a part of the layout. So I want to get a new desk. I want to make this part of the room seem more purposeful instead of just like really random. So yes, this is a finished room. I'm so happy, so excited. It literally came out so well. I've been waiting so long to have hardwood floors, and then once I moved in, I was so excited to have the final layout. It's been amazing. Just doing spot cleans and daily care is so much easier when they're all laid out like this. Oh my gosh, look how cute she looks. Oh my gosh, Marshmallow, you look adorable. Oh, you're so cute. You're literally so cute. Hi. But I'm just so glad that we have this amazing setup, and it's making me feel very inspired to film lots of content in here. So I'm super excited to share that all with you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to see new content in my brand new decorated pig room. I'm really excited. It is so nice in here. I just want to create so much content in here. So I'm so excited that I really went all in and did this huge renovation. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again soon with another video. Bye-bye.